Let me tell you about AdoLe, a life enhancer for adolescents. 3 out of 5 adolescents experience loneliness, and that's the main cause of their anxiety. They are not alone. However, once they learn that 40 trillion bacteria live in their gut, they will never feel alone again. There is a strong connection between the gut and the brain with 3 bidirectional channels: neural channel, hormonal channel, immuno channel. So we can act on any of those. And nutrition is a good place for doing so. We can cure loneliness with the nutrient from white yam, soybean, eggs. Those nutrients make you want to have more authentic connection. We address anxiety with functional nutrition. You fill the gut, you heal the brain. A little bit about who I am. I'm Michel Combs, co-founder of AdoLe. With 30 years of backstage entrepreneurship, with 3 successful exits, raised by a mom, an Ayurvedic mom, and I have 2 teens that have also mental health needs. I bring functional technology to make a huge impact in health, and that's my passion. Here is our fantastic team. We are 6 in the core or steering team, with a registered dietitian nutritionist, and she's a professor at the University of Bordeaux. We have also, let me give the key people. We have also opinion leaders and key partners. Stuart Thompson, which is an award-winning anxiety expert in England, and he has developed his STEAL method that we will implement within our application. We have also a team that do develop our application, Cario, and they did a wonderful job with our first pilot prototype. We will see later. So what is our solution to anxiety? We have a journal, a pen and paper journal that is augmented with our mobile app. So we have a lot of little codes, tags, recognition, token recognition, to be able to provide within a pen and paper, basically away from the screen, the augmented aspect, the information for mental health, education materials, recommendation, a very frictionless way of tracking your mood and know what's work, what does not work, and so on. So let me get into a little bit more details. We are currently testing in the field 3 major features that we think that will make a huge difference in mental health. So you can see your paper journal through the lens of like an augmented reality. Is that the mobile app will create this discoverable item from your hidden item. It's like a treasure hunt within your journals, where you can have a little bit of gamification to make it a fun experience and engaging, but also provide a very smooth way of tracking your mood. There is not a single tracker in the application world that has a good retention. It's very hard to engage users to track on the long run. For a short period of time, yeah, you have a performance, you want to perform, yes, you have the motivation, but on the long run, we want to be the app that do habits forming in terms of health, nutrition, mental health, and all the aspect of your life. And so we carefully design, craft the way that to have a very seamless, easy way of tracking that, and then you want to use it without a problem. So how do we do that? We have an accurate mood tracker that is very, very simple. I mean, it's icon that just give you the mood. So you basically, as soon as you enter the app, you just click your feeling is the status. We check the mood meteo every time that you use the app. But we have an accurate way of measuring your current feelings and trend down the road. So that's the first features. The second features is what we call journal voice prompting. Most mental health app problems, at least what is reported by the users, is that they have too much text. The Ops app for adolescents, it's text-based. Teenagers don't like to type too much text in their apps, especially when it's a question of expressing their feeling. And so we changed that. We use voice journaling. So people are used to talk to their phone, and they like that. I mean, an adolescent it has more ease to talk to a phone than to an adult. I mean, 65% of the teens doesn't talk to an adult when they have problems, and so they would talk to their phone. But sometimes they don't know how to express what they feel, and they need some prompting, some little help. And that's what we have. We have the play before record. And so you can choose in the libraries of feelings, or even the previous feeling you express. It's like you have a playlist of way of expressing yourself, and you can listen. What is asked for effect, it has a very therapeutic effect, is that it smooths it trigger an empathic response in your brain, and you just want to say, hey, me too, or record your own way. Say, you're right, I feel like that, and so on. And so the play before record is a feature that we're currently testing, and we feel that it's really, it will make a difference. And of course, because we track all those moods and all those things, we have the ability of detect the lows and the highs of the teenage. And so we constitute with all the people support network around that adolescent. We constitute a network of support people, and it has the community aspect of the application. And those observers, if I may say, of the life of the adolescents can contribute with observation, with comments, so that we have a better feeling, a better approach, a more accurate way of seeing the life of that adolescent from the outside, from the support network, and from the inside. And so it gives us an accuracy to detect when the kids is really low and need an intervention, like a professional intervention, or even a little encouragement note. Remember, you were there for us at that time. Remember, you did this and that type of thing. And I believe it's really a feature that will make a huge difference in kids that are suicidal. They want to relieve their pain. They don't want to end their life. And if you have that simple note at the right time, because our algorithm, I mean, this always make me shiver, because it's so powerful. Having the right time, the right note sent to someone that is at his lowest is life-saving. So we are testing those three features, and I can show you the first sample lovable complete application. So we test those features with only 3 screens. And so I think it's also keep it very simple is paramount to our application. So the first screen, we have the mood tracking. So like I say, 4 buttons, boom, you press the one that corresponds to your feeling. It's mapped. It's added some pins on the map to give you the history, visual history, and also to see the overall weather around you in your community. You might see a friend that is sad and then wants to reach out, and so on. And so that's the first thing. So just one click of a button. The second screen is the screen where you play. That's the prompting. When you play emotions from other friends, from libraries, from your previous one, and so on, and say, yes, today I feel that one. You don't feel to say anything. You just browse and say, oh yeah, and listen, and then you have this empathic response from your brain. And if you want to add, then you can record. You don't have to, because we know, that's you play one of the algorithm know that you play one of the list, and that represents yourself, the state of yourself at that period of time. So you might record your feeling. You might even want to share it. You might even want to not share it. So it's up to you. We are an application that is privacy first. So every piece of data, you own it, and you decide what you do with it. We don't even have access to it if you don't want to. You can send it to one of your parents and or send it to your therapist and decide not to send to others. Send it was one friend but not the other, and so on. And the last part, when you recorded your voice journal elements, we do automatic translation, and that's the data that is feeding in the engine totally anonymously, feeding to the engine. We don't even know what it is, to return a recommendation. A recommendation on the 3 pillars of health: nutrition, physical exercise, and mindfulness. And so we provide education material support in these areas, and we provide also recommendation that is really personalized to what you're experiencing at the current moment, not even to you in general, to at the moment, because of how you express yourself, the way you journal your state, and so on. And we have a graph also of the to show you where you are, to show you progress that will make you happy, motivated, and or provide you support and the right redirect you with the right professional that might help. So basically, it's just that type of application in 3 screen with a huge amount of resources and tools to improve your life and feel that you fit in the world, and so on. So let me show you an example of recommendation. So we have noticed that most of the teens have, especially the girls, they have period cramps. 80% of them have period cramps. You have also, because of the peer pressure and everything, the people are very aware of their skin, and so you have all the acne problems, so we have formulation for that. And there is also the allergies, the food allergies, and so we can have some formula for boosting your intestine functions, making your gut healthy. And obviously we have the immunity formula that helps the general health and protect you from all what's going on from the outside. So that's example of recommendation. And then so we have the options also to have the adolescent aware of their need in terms of nutrients for education purpose, and for also habit forming is eating healthier and that type of thing, and thinking about their needs. But also we have the option of, if their parents are registered within the circle, the support circle of that adolescent, to have sent a notification, hey, your daughter or your son needs more vitamin D, without any explanation or any cause, if the adolescent doesn't want to share any cause of why. It can be obvious, you can deduct it, but we don't need to share every information that the kids interested in the platform to protect to the parents, in order that they can get intervene and make a change, like a discrete change in the food that they provide to their kids, helping in the background basically. So we have a market that is huge. In the sense that global mental health is tremendously big. It's more than 400 billion, growing at 3.4%. But the pediatric health, so basically the health for the kids, is growing more than twice that pace, with 90 billion. So it's a huge market. So like I said, we might be a small fish, but we are in a big ocean, not in a small pond. So there is a lot of opportunity to grow and find your little share. And I'm not saying a niche, because it's not a niche, because we want to be the central point for all adolescent health. We start with anxiety, mental health, but we touch already the gut and the nutrition, and from there we can expand to other healthy behaviors and recommendation for the whole adolescent market. So our ask is that we start to find where we start. We are in a fast growing stage, so we are seeking seed funding for initial development, having moving from our SLC to MSP, donc minimum sellable product, so that we can get revenue and further develop our solution. And we want also to have the community growing. And so if you're a parent, if you have like a parent, a team even, or mental health providers, professional, all the functional practitioners, nutritionists, mindfulness practitioners, all alternative medicine in people that support the mental health, all families, office, investors that are interested in supporting us, and of course the talents that want to contribute to teams. We welcome them in our community. We welcome the professional in our marketplace, so that they can be listed and provide their support. Here you go. Thank you so much.